Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, don't shout. Just to let you know that there has been an accident, unfortunately, at the Orwell truck stop, which is having quite an impact on the A14 and A12 and Ipswich town as well. So we've made a decision to delay the auction by 15 minutes, that's all. I do apologise. I hope you understand the reasons. Please do indulge in teas and coffees as much as you can do. Thank you. forward of the screens which are going to come down, and we'll actually start the auction, if you don't mind. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps a little bit loud, that's better. Welcome to Worsted Park. Thank you very much for fighting through the traffic to get here, and apologies for the 15-minute delay. I'm sure that you'll understand. I think we may still get some stragglers coming in, because apparently a lot of the roads are black on the Google Maps at the moment, so people are just not able to move. So you may well get some bargains today, because we're going to sell them. So good luck to you all. I'm sure most of you don't bother to read the front of the catalogue. It's normally a load of waffle. I just want to take the opportunity of thanking you all, because we've actually had a very good year. And I'll probably just précis very quickly how that year's gone for us. In March, we sold a meeting hall in Framlingham for the Royal British Legion. Afterwards, we found out that it was one of Ed Sheeran's venues when he was a young lad. In fact, we believe it's one of the first places that he actually played at. So it's a shame we didn't know that beforehand. So that was March. May saw a huge milestone for me personally. I actually put the hammer down on my first £1 million lot. Felt a bit like Del Boy standing up here saying, £1 million. So that was good fun. And then certainly in July and September, we had some incredibly strong bidding on a couple of 3 lots. And in fact, we were almost doubling reserve on both of those sales. So it's down to you guys, the regulars, new vendors from this year. I'd like to express our thanks, because so far we've sold just shy of £10 million worth of property, and we've achieved a 93% success rate. So for us, as a little family business, it represents it represents our best year to date. So thank you. Oh, bless you. I haven't got that in my notes. You're not supposed to clap or anything. Anyway, before I go through the regulars, I always do this, and I apologise. I'm just going to quickly go through the procedure, so the new faces that are here, and it's lovely to see you here, will know exactly what's going to be expected of you if you're successful as a bidder. Okay, so I'll go through the properties in the lot order as they appear in the catalogue. There'll be an image of them to my left, so you'll be able to bid on the right lot. You may hear me mention that we have a proxy bid or a telephone bid. That's where a third party is organised for us to bid on their behalf. Luke's currently getting someone online now, as you can hear. If I put the hammer down to you, you have purchased that property unconditionally. Unconditionally. That means you should have done your own due diligence. You should have looked at the property, you should have looked at the legal pack, and you should have your formal funding in place. And if needs be, you should have taken independent professional advice. As I say, the hammer falls, you have purchased that property. Make no mistakes. The winning bidder, Jill, will pop out and see you. She has with her a buyer information form. It's a very simple form. We ask you to give us your name as the bidder. Underneath that, there's another little slot for the buyer. So if you're bidding on behalf of a third party, or if you want the contract to be in a company name or something like that, just enter that in the buyer's slot, and then also your solicitors. That's all we need from you at that point. Jill will also take from you your proof of IDs. So we'll be collecting those as the auction's going on. They will be taken over to the clerking area where Adam will actually be preparing the contracts as the auction is going on. At the end of the sale, we ask all successful bidders to wait behind, sign the contracts, pay their deposits and their admin fees, and sign the contracts. As far as payment is concerned, as I've said before, we can take all methods of payment, so debit card, cheque, banker's drafts, bank transfers. We cannot take credit cards and we cannot take cash. But everything else we can accommodate. I don't think we can take American Express either, actually, because that's too expensive. But we can do most things. We can sort it out for you. So that's the way the auction will go. They will be handled in lot order. So if you happen to have bought lot number 11, it's probably a good idea to quickly grab a cup of coffee, because you will be waiting for 10 or 15 minutes before we get round to you to sign your contract. I'll mention the exhibitors here again. They always support us. These guys know their business. You've got the Mortgage Centre, Haywood Moon, Belvoir, you've got Kersey's and another Belvoir for some reason here. So you've got estate letting agents, mortgage consultants and solicitors here. Take advantage of these guys. If you want to ask somebody a question, they'll hover around after the auction, so do speak to them, because that's what they're here for. Normally I read out an amendment sheet, but there aren't any. This time the only thing you will be aware of is that lot 6 was sold prior to auction, and in fact lot 5 was also now been sold prior to auction. So I hope nobody's travelled for that. You should have had notification if you had expressed interest. So that's really it. That's my preamble out of the way. What we're going to do now is start the auction. You can see on the screen there, yes, it's there. This is 66 Lime Tree Place, Stowmarket. Guide price on this one is 90 to 110. We have a telephone bid, I believe, Luke. You're connected. Good. Huge interest in this. It's an exciting little lot, this one. Lots of viewers, lots of Legal Pack downloads. As you know, it's got 2 beds on the first floor. On the ground floor, you've got a little sitting room, a back room, and a sort of kitchen area off, and a little tiny bathroom there. But it's in a beautiful location in Stowmarket. Very good residential area in Stowmarket. And certainly priced to allow both investors and also speculative purchasers to be interested in this. There's an opportunity to purchase and resell as well. So we're guiding at 90 to 110. I'd like to say somebody start me at 100, but nobody's going to, because they never do. Will somebody kick me off at 90 on it? Somebody here for it at 90,000? Nobody here for it at 90,000? 90, thank you, I've got 90. 92, sir? 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 110, 112, 114, 116, 118, 120. Out. Gentlemen there at 120. Anybody else want to join in? I'll take 22, thank you. 22. 23. 122 then to my left at 122. Anybody want to put a 1 on that? 23, thank you, sir. 23. 24. 25. No, 125 seated here to my right. Well, almost in front of me, actually. At 125, then, are we all done at 125? 126 right at the back there. 126 new bid at 126. Anybody want to go against the gentleman at 126,000? Hammers up, and we're going to sell. If we're all done, at 127. 27 against you, sir. 27. Is that a bid? No. 127 then. Take a little one if you like. And a half. 28. 28 so against you, and a half. And a half. Hammers up now at 128 and a half. At 128 and a half, hammers up. 29. 29. Okay, at 129 we are going to sell. Hammers up, first time of asking at 129. Second time at 129. Third and final time at 129. Sold there. Well done. I had the pen. Oh, there it is. Let's move on to lot number 2. 44 Woodbridge Road in Ipswich. There it is. So 44 Woodbridge Road, Ipswich. Traditional looking property, but in fact it's very, very new. It is only just over 10 years old. Town centre location. Spans 3 floors. The ground floor you have a kitchen, lounge, diner and cloakroom. First floor you have 2 single bedrooms and a bathroom, and the top floor you have a master bedroom and an ensuite. Very nicely proportioned. Being 10 years old, as you would expect, it has double glazing, gas central heating. It's got a nice sized rear garden and parking to the rear as well, which is another bonus for a town centre property. So it's right ready to go. Because of its age, it's going to provide a low maintenance opportunity for an investor. Just as a reference point, I did make a note here. Round the corner in Orchard Street and Silk Street, very similar looking houses. They are a little larger. But some of those are currently on the market at late 300s, which puts into perspective this one at 150 plus. Very keenly priced for the auction market and for the investment market, this one. So somebody can start me at 150 on it. Who's here for it at 150? 140 then to get me off, somebody. 150 to start me off. 140 somebody. Who's here for it at 140? 140, thank you, I have. 140. 42 somebody. 42, thank you, 42 I have. 42. 44. 44 I have. 46 somebody? We're at 44 at the moment, looking for 46. Looking for 46,000? 146 from somebody. Lots of viewers on this one. At 146 somebody. Are we serious when they see the price of the terraces in the area? 146 only. We're 144 at the moment, looking for 146. Looking for 146 from somebody? 46, thank you, 46. 48 from somebody else. We're at 146, 148, looking for it. We're at 146 at the moment. 148, 148, thank you, 148. 148, 148, 150, thank you, 150. 150 then. At 150, buyers for this one, anybody else here for it? At 150 at the moment. At 150 at the moment, looking for 52. At 150, we all done. At 150, all done. Can't quite do it, sir. Come and see me post-sale. We will do something, I'm sure. We're very close at that level. Let's crack on with lot number 3. Again, I think, Luke, you have a telephone bid online for this one, hopefully. This is 33 Croft Street in Ipswich. Super little investment property, this one. 2-bedroom, mid-terrace, double glazing, gas central heating. As you can see from the picture, it's actually larger than the normal terrace. It's got a separate entrance hall, front room, back room, kitchen, French doors at the back, and upstairs 2 bedrooms and bathroom. Very nice little property, this one, good for any portfolio. It's had the same tenant for 11 years now. They're currently paying $6,180 a year, so it's a reasonable rent, probably underlet. Originally went in on an AST. That's now reverted to a periodic. Now, benefit of that, anybody that wants it empty could serve notice and get it empty within a couple of months if they wanted to. Alternatively, I've spoken to the tenant there. He would love to stay, and I think he accepts the fact that any new owner is likely to put the rent up slightly. So he's already primed that that might happen. Obviously, with something like this, if you buy it as an investment, you get money on day one. Great bonus, I would say. Great bonus, this one. 90 to 110. Somebody start me at 90. Who's here for it at 90? 90,000 somebody? 90 I've got, thank you. 90 I have. 90 I have to my left there, looking for 92 from somebody. At 90 I have, looking for 92. At 90 I have, looking for 92. 92, thank you. 94, 96, 98, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8. At 108 then. At 108, do you want to go 109? We're at 108 only at the moment. We're at 108. I'm going to sell, make no mistakes, at 108 if nobody else wants to put a 1 on that. You sure, sir? 108 then. 108 it is. Hammers up. First time of asking then at 108,000. Second time at 108,000. Third and final time at 108,000. You've got a bargain. Well done. They're all bargains, mind you, but that's a particularly good one. Moving on to lot number 4. There it is, red line plan of it there, an aerial shot. Described in the catalogue as the former site of West Grove House, Meddlesome Green, Suffolk. Interestingly, a quick history on this lot. There was a new house built there. It was called West Grove House. If you go on Google Earth and backdate some of your inquiries on it, you will see a very nice-looking, substantial property there. However, unfortunately, it wasn't the property that had planning permission on it. So the local authority got a demolition order. So you have a brand new house that they demolished, which is very sad, but that's what happened. We're now in a situation, and since then, no applications have been made on the site. So bear that in mind. So it's located in a hamlet of property, as you can see. I have to say personally, I think it's got strong residential prospects, but you must have satisfied yourself with that fact. And I would suggest anybody also needs to be aware of the fact you need to make your own application for a property. The one that was built there, you probably wouldn't get again. And obviously, you all have seen in the catalogue the fact that there is an overage clause of a further £30,000 when planning permission is granted. So you do need to be aware of that fact as well if you are bidding. That's all I'm going to say on it. Even taking into consideration the overage clause, I have to say the guide that's been set, it still represents exceptionally good value for money. 30 to 50,000, somebody start me at 30. 30,000, somebody start me at 30. Thank you, I have 30 over there. I have 30 to my left, looking for 32 from somebody. I have 30 to my left, looking for 32. 30 to my left, 32, somebody? Nobody else wants to buy this plot. At 30,000 to my left, looking for 32. At 30,000, looking for 32 from somebody? At 30, 32, thank you. 34, 36. You in? 38? Yeah? 38,000? No? At 36,000 then. 36, 36, looking for 37 from somebody. Looking for 37 from somebody? Looking for 37 only. At 36,000 at the moment, looking for 37. Worth a go? At 36 at the moment. Less than the value of a lot of cars, this is. At 36,000. Looking for that one from somebody? Are we all done then at 36? 37, thank you. At 37,000 we have then. 37 to my left. At 37, are we all done at 37,000? Anybody else wishing to bid at 37? Looking for 38 from somebody. We're at 37,000 only, are we all done? Are we all done then at 37,000? All done? At 37? We are a stone's throw. Please come and see me. Don't run away, all right? That's surprised me. It has surprised me, but so be it. Lot number 5, as I say, unfortunately has been sold prior, as has lot number 6. Lot number 7, here we go. This is one of the gems in this sale, as far as I'm concerned. The building plots at Applewhite House. There they are, Fillingham Road, Old Newton, Stowmarket. I know a lot of you have looked at the plans online for this one. It's a great opportunity. It has planning permission, a choice of planning permissions you can adopt. One is for a very substantial grand designs type of property. The other is for a pair of lovely big detached houses. It's a stunning rural setting. It's only a couple of miles away from the A14, so you know that there's going to be a market for these when they're built if you decide to build the pair of them. One of the things I will just draw your attention to, there is water on site at the moment, but the new buyer will have the benefit of a brand new water supply. The owners have organised for a brand new water supply to be installed onto site, so bear that in mind. And the other thing that's come to light as a last minute thing, which again some of you might well be interested in, is that there has been some discussions with the Land Registry, and they've granted a supplementary title with regards to the land that's currently occupied, although it's a bit of a no-man's situation, and the verge that's adopted by the local authority. So it does mean, because the ownership has now been defined, the negotiation to put a separate access in for each property is now open again. It had been closed off, but it looks as though that's now open again, which I think for those of you that are interested, you'll appreciate that if you decide to build two, to have their own autonomous entrances will be a big plus. As I say, there has been good pre-auction interest. I've got a bid on proxy on this one, so rather than messing around, I'm going to start it at 225, quite honestly. I'll start it at 225 and see where we can go with it. So I'm on proxy at 225, looking for 230 from somebody. So with me at 225, looking for 230. With me at 225. 230 somebody? I'm on proxy, remember. With me at 230. Sorry, 225, beg your pardon. With me at 225. 230 I have, thank you. 230 I have. 230, I can take it to 232. 232 with me on proxy. Anybody else want to kick in? Is it 232 with me? 232 with me. Are we all done at 232? Again, I'm surprised for these two plots. With me at 232 if we're all done. All done? Okay. I actually need someone to work with me on that. I have got a proxy bid. And it could well be that it's sold fairly quickly after the sale to that proxy. So if you are here for it and you want to discuss it, please come and talk to me straight away after the sale, because it might well happen very promptly after the sale. So do give it your attention straight away. Let's move on to lot number 8. I've been looking forward to saying this. The building plot adjacent to Vis de Lou Terrace in Shotley. This particular property has detailed planning permission for a substantial 4-bedroom family home. From the picture that you can see there, the planning permission is for a mirror of the property on the right-hand side there. So that's a new property, and you've got a permission for a mirror, virtually a mirror of that one, on that particular plot. Know that several of you have tried to establish how much that one sold for, the other new build there. It actually never came to market because they got a buyer, I understand, prior to it being marketed through any of the portals. We had been on Land Reg, and it looks as though there was a transaction lodged in 2003 for £220,000. And index pricing that up, it puts the new build on this site as being in the region of 290 to 300. But I think most of you that are interested will have already done that calculation yourself. So it certainly represents excellent value for money. Again, I do have a proxy on this one, so I'm starting at 60 with me on proxy. So it's with me at 60 on proxy, looking for 2 from somebody. With me at 60,000, looking for 2 from somebody else. Who's here for it at 62? Who's here for it at 62? It's with me at 60. 62, thank you, 62. 64, 64, 66, 66 in the room. Anybody else? I'm going still. 68 with me, 68 with me, 68. Anybody else want to join in at 70? Anybody want to join in at 70? It's with me at 68 on proxy. With me at 68,000 on proxy. At 70, thank you, at 70. Is that 70,000 in the room now? I am still going, I'm afraid. 72 with me. 72. 74. 76. 78. I'm out. It's now in the room at 78,000. I'm out. It's in the room at 78,000. Who else is here for it? It's 78,000. Who else is here for it? 78. Looking for an 80. Otherwise, I'm selling. I'm out. In the room at 78,000. All done? All done? First time of asking then at 78,000. Second time at 78,000. Third and final time then, 78,000. Sold to gentleman at 78,000. Well done. Lot 9, this is Park Walk, Halton, Halesworth. There it is. Pretty little semi-detached bungalow, has been refurbished. Quiet village location, a couple of miles from Halesworth, which has got all of the facilities you would expect to see in Halesworth. It's got a modern kitchen, bathroom, electric heating, double glazing, new flooring, new doors. It's all right, ready to go. So any investors that are looking at this, bang, you can buy it, tenants in it on day one. Or an owner-occupier, obviously, on completion, move in. It doesn't need anything doing to it at all. It has been priced for the auction market, I have to say as well. Somebody start me at 140 on it. Somebody here for it at 140. Goodness gracious me, that road has had an impact, hasn't it? Unfortunately. Now there's a couple that were going to come for it. They haven't been able to get here. Anybody else want to kick in at 140? We'll pass it. Pass that one, Luke, please. Moving on to lot number 10. Couple of lots to go. This is 10 Ashburnham Road, Needham Market. Again, we have a telephone bid, I believe, Luke. Okay, it's got live. Excellent. Very well proportioned, 3-bedroom ex-local authority. As you all know, ex-local authorities are always very well proportioned. Very quiet location, no through road. 3 beds and bathroom on the first floor, so you get an idea of the size and proportions of it. Lovely big front to back living room on your left, kitchen diner on your right. Benefits, it's just come off a let, which means the central heating has been serviced on a regular basis. It has double glazing, it's got a ground floor WC. Solar panels on the roof. There's a sort of a national statistic on that, which shows an average of 50% saving on your electricity bills, which obviously makes a big difference to any tenant, and is very attractive when you come to sell if you're doing it speculatively, because a new person will be able to take occupancy or buy it on the basis that their electricity bill, with a bit of luck, should be about half what a normal electricity would be. Obviously, those of you who have seen it, several of you came, I met several of you, I know Adam did as well. An opportunity for some refurbishment as well here with this one. 130 to 150, somebody start me at 130 on it. Somebody start me at 130. 130 on the phone, thank you. 130 on the phone, 132 in the room. 132 against you on the phone. 132, anybody else want to join in? At 134. 134 at the back. 136. 138. Phone, we need 140. We're at 138 seated at the moment. Anybody else want to kick in again? 140, thank you. 140. 42. 44. 46. 46. 146 here. At 146. At 146, looking for 148. At 146, we're stalling. Hammer is up, though, so we can sell at 146. And again, it's another one of these bargains. 148, 148 against you. 150 seated. 150 seated in the room. 150. I'll take the ones now, if you like. We're at 150. Take the ones, if you like. We're at 150 seated. We're at 150 seated, and we're going to sell. We're off. Okay, 150 seated there. At 150,000, are we all done? Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time I'm asking at 150. Second time at 150. Third and final time there at 150,000. Sold. Well done. That's the one you came for. Okay, before we offer the last lot, thank you all very much indeed for coming today. Look forward to seeing you at our March sale. We've actually got some really stunning lots lined up for that March sale already, so it's going to be a good one. And if you have properties to sell, please do get in touch with us. Our advice is free and without obligation. Obviously happy to talk to you about that and see whether we might be able to help you. And as I'm standing up here and as we are where we are, I'll take the opportunity of wishing you all season's greetings and a very happy and prosperous new year. That's all I want to say, so let's get on and sell the last lot, shall we? Here we go. Number 11. This is 19 Lavender Hill. Turn my page over. Last lot of 2018, so let's have an auction, please. We always save a good one for the end, and this is it, probably. Locals to the area will know the Chantry area always sells well, always rents very well, so good investment area, you really can't go wrong. Like the last lot, this has just come off let, believe it or not, as well, so the heating has been regularly serviced. It's got the solar panel subsidy on heating at the back as well, so you've got the electricity subsidy on this one as well. The added advantage here, obviously being an end, you've got potential to extend to the side if you want to. I think there's probably an opportunity to get some vehicular access off Trefoil Close as well. Certainly the neighbouring properties to the left of it, several of those have put vehicular access off Trefoil as well. So it could well be you can get a parking. That's subject to planning, I have to say. But those of you that have seen it will be fully aware of the fact it offers an opportunity for renovation. That's the polite way of putting it, needs doing up. Okay, 130 to 150. I have a commission bid, so it's with me at 130, this one. With me, starting it at 130, with me. Looking for 132 in the room, please. It's with me at 130, looking for 132. 132, thank you. 132, anybody else want to join in? I can go on commission. It's nice if it happens in the rooms. With me at 130. Sorry, it's with this gentleman at 132. I can go because I'm on commission. It's with me. 132? 134 then, sorry. 134, you're going to have to go. 6, 8, 40, 2, 4. Go on. No? With me then at 42. Looking for somebody else to come in at 44. Looking for somebody else to kick in at 44. Nobody else here forward at 144. This is a 3-bed property on Chantry. We're at 142 at the moment seated. At 142 seated, are we all done for this 3-bed property on Chantry? We're at 142, are we all done? All done, ladies and gentlemen, at 142. 3, 4, 5, and it's yours. Got to. Yep, at 145 then. At 145, we're in the room, hammers up. At 145, hammers up, and we're going to sell. Last lot of the year. Anybody else want to put one on quickly before I put the hammer down? We're at 145,000 to my left. First time of asking at 145. Second time at 145. Third and final time then at 145. Well done, sir. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your attendance today, muscling through the traffic. Lots that haven't been sold are to be sold. Please come and see me, those that were close, because I believe that we can actually do something on several of those lots. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen.